Hi, welcome back to another episode of Is It Just Me podcast. This is 𝐶𝐶𝐾𝐄𝐑 and I'm really grateful for you tuning in. Today we are going to talk about something so interesting. Is it just me who feels like meeting new people is weird? Like going somewhere, maybe you have been called for a party, you don't know these people, you really don't know them, but you find yourself like there's a situation yenye imekupata and you have to go to that meeting. Do you guys get anxiety about it? Ama ni mimi peke yangu? I really like going hiking and these outdoors things. I like exploring and adventurous is one of my things. So, unapata nikienda hiking, definitely there's my coach mwenye alikuwa na organize hizo vitu. So, unapata akiorganize, kuna watu wenye tunaenda nao gym watakuwa among the team. So, unapata I'm not going to have any stress because I know those people. Okay? By the way, I've gone I think 4 this year. Apparently, my coach alipata green pasture na aka fly out. But alikuwa na get this opportunity of arranging these hikes hata kama ako nje. Si akaniambia there is this hike na tunaenda this place. Akaniambia sitakuwa. Hey, that is creating anxiety of yani utakuwa aje, mimi siwezi enda place kama ujui. Alafu definitely being that your mind ya kujua auendi kupata mtu mwenye unajua. If anything happens to you, ama mimi ndio nakuanga paranoid because especially the reason why I don't like going somewhere new ama meeting new people is the mind if something goes wrong. Let's say watu tu watoke venye tunaona kwa movie, watu watoke tuna maguns waanze kushoot tu watu. Utakimbilia nani? Ama nani atasema I knew this guy? Ama tuseme mmeshikwa na polisi. Who will be standing there and say you know what? I know this 𝐶𝐶𝐾𝐄𝐑 and she's my friend. Ama tuseme it's a party. You get choked na nyama. Nani atakuja hapo hivyo kukufanyia nini? First aid. You see? You better go somewhere if you have someone you know. Me most of the time if I go out, I either go out with my best friend or I go out with my brother. If not so, my friend, wacha tu nikae kwa nyumba. I have a question. Is it just me? Am I the only person who feels talking to strangers via text, via calls, it's safer than meeting? When you are chatting, at least mnaweza chat tu kwa simu and you are free. You can ask and you can lie. You get aina hizo facial expression ama nini. Ama when you call, I prefer calling. But sasa my question is, tuseme nyi wenye mmepatana kwa Tinder, yeah? Mkasema let's meet. Mkakubali. And then you organized a place which is definitely an open place for your safety. Mkamit. Sasa definitely Charlie ndio anakuanga wa kwanza. Kusijui wanafikanga mapema ndio angalie menu ndio wajue the price of everything. I really don't know about that. But unapatanga Charlie most of the cases ndio anakuanga umefika to the location. Demu umefika. Locate place the guy yako. Sindio, maybe you're calling and then akuambia niko kwa kakakona and uende. Charlie asimame gentle tu akuhug. Alafu mkae chini. Akulize hey akwambie umefika. Sindio? And then uko zile za yes mimi ndio. Nimekuja personally, so you have seen me. I'm not catfishing because most of the people like to meet in person so that they may exactly know who they are talking to, right? So unapata mumejiintroduce, umekaa chini, waiter ndio huyo amekuja, amekuitisha, ameku-request what do you want? Unaget, you give out your order, right? Definitely utaenda na maji kwanza ama drink before you know vibe ya huyo msee ni gani, sindio? So after hapo mtaongea kuhusu nini? Mtaongea kuhusu nini? Like, oh manze, umecheki venye weather siku hizi inaroga tu vibaya, kuna baridi. What? Guys, mtaongea kuhusu nini? Sasa, that is the anxiety that I always get. Juu niko sure nitafika tu place na ni mute. So I asked this question to someone, akaniambia story huwa zina flow. Yes, ita flow, lakini unauliza nini? Because this is the thing. The reason why I'm asking this, there is a time, This is Flashback Moment. I know the reason why I'm really hesitating to know exactly what you guys talk about, there's a time nikapata msee, watu single, hizi sites tumezienda, and I met someone Tinder, and I was like, ako ni mtu neza try, unaget? Nikasema okay, sawa. And for me, I always like trying friendship, trying this relationship to those people who are out of Kenya. Why? So that we may not meet in person, unaget? Iyo struggle, iyo meeting, how the first impression and all that, izo kitu inanileta anxiety mbaya sana. I don't like, by the way, personally, I wish this was a video, more to exactly what I'm feeling. So, the reason I tried this, I was like, I've been just indoors. Let me just try someone mwenye ako in Kenya, tuone how this thing will go. So I tried, and that guy alikuwa mzuri, hakuwa mtu mbaya. When we were talking, and talking is like, hey, how are you? And you find maybe someone is busy at that time, so at a respond some other time. We didn't have that consistent time. We had a time like 1 hour chatting or 1 hour calling. So he was so outspoken, like he was so broad at let us meet. Uko wapi? Mimi niko Nairobi. Okay, hata mimi niko Nairobi. Which part of Nairobi? Thika Road, said Thika Road. Oh, hata mimi niko said Thika Road. What the fudge? Things I've been avoiding all this time do inanikujia. Mimi nikasema aje, wacha nikuwe strong, yeah. Akasema ni sawa. So I told someone that I'm meeting this guy, so if anything goes wrong, just know this is the guy that I'm going to meet. Wacha nipate anxiety. Nianza kushanga what? Do you know, even I got panic attacks. Like you are unable even to breathe. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna meet. Wacha hiyo siku ifike. Hiyo siku sasa ndio ilikuwa worse. So he told me to go to meet him somewhere near to his place. Nikajua bas, mimi naenda kukidnapiwa. Mimi hamtasikia kunihusu tena, because this guy atani rape, like, I don't know, I'm always paranoid. I think that's the reason why I get social anxiety. I don't know. So, mimi nikamwambia wewe kuja hizi side zetu, we can have a walk. Akasema ni sawa. Na nikampe direct audacity, guys, audacity. Hiyo siku tu, audacity. So, akakuja. Nikamwambia, you said you want a walk? Alafu, this is so weird. Do you know I had to bend before nifike penye alikuwa, because nilimuona ndaule. Nilibend, nikateka deep breath, because I was feeling I'm gonna faint. Like, what the shit are you doing? Sijui kama ni mimi peke yangu wana feeling, oh my God. So, nikaenda, nikamhug. And then, akozileza, you look pretty in person. Akozileza, thank you. It's me. I'm not catfishing. Nilishindwa cha kusema. Alafu nikazileza, you look nice, you look handsome. Wow. And then after that, nikamute. I didn't know exactly what to say. Ndio aliona, aliniambia, are you sweating? Are you shivering? Kambia, yes, I'm shivering. This is my first time. I've never done this. So please pardon me if I act weird. Kaniambia, no. Did you say you want to go for a walk? Kambia, yes, I think it will do me well. Kambia, because of this, kuna vumbi sana. Hiyo time kulikuwa na jua. do you have somewhere we can go and have a seat? Okay, I didn't mention exactly where we met. We met to my apartment. My apartment has a garden. So, you see, the audacity, the reason why I was so confident is because I had someone in the house. Mwenye alikuwa anajua we are meeting. We were just going for a walk and then turudi. So, venye alisema he doesn't want to walk, niko zile za, okay, so we can go to our garden. Si akasema ni sawa. Tukaenda okay, our garden iko a bit it's beautiful, it's garden like watoto wanacheza, and it's more flowery into nini, and it has a really green grass, and iko tu sawa tu. So venye tulifika hapo wako zile, wow, this place is beautiful, this place is awesome, why did you not mention this earlier? I was like, I didn't know you wanted to sit down. And for me, mimi na anxiety yangu, I don't want somewhere I can be still. I just want to move and, just to toa hii anxiety. Can you show? Okay, sawa. You just breathe in and out, tutakuwa tu sawa. Tukaenda tu have a seat. Muni pardon, because I was so afraid. The reason why I was actually asking what you guys talk about. So I was like, okay, you have come. This is my first time meeting, so it's meant to like know what exactly you like, what you do, unaona. So niko zile za so tell me, what do you do? So where do you stay? Kidogo akaanza kuniambia, is this an interrogation ama tumekuja tu kumit? Niko zile za, bro, what are we supposed to talk about if not this? Mi nikaona we. Remember, this is my first time. I've never tried this thing. Niko zile za, hey, bro, like, what exactly did you want? So, did you want us to talk about? If you're not comfortable, then ask me something. Akazile za, okay. So tell me, when was the last time you had sex? What? I'm like, boy, this is the first date. You're not even supposed to say something like that. Nikamwambia me, I can't even recall. Kambia, oh, so that means you play to yourself. Are you meaning I masturbate? Like, what is this? My people? What is this? Nico, no, I don't masturbate. No, you are lying. You definitely have a dildo if you don't masturbate. And Kozil is a guy. My God, what is this? Hey, mi nikamwambia mimi hizo vitu, by the way, I don't like talking about sex. Actually, the first meet, I really don't talk. I really don't. It makes me so uncomfortable. So what else do you want us to talk about? Anyway, we just come closer so that the anxiety can go away. Because sasa come closer na umetalk about, you just talk like some few seconds ago umetalk about sex. Am I just going to bring myself to a hot flying pad like Aji? So I mean, I'm sure, hey, because it's becoming late, you can just burn yourself by, and then we can meet another time in another different setup, right? Kanambia, no, you just come and hug me. Hey. No, before atatufike hapo kwa hugs, nikamwambia me, I don't do those. Nikamwambia no, the way you look pretty, sijui nini, lazima tu umekuwa ukihave sex. Na wewe unakaa tu kukua tu mtu mwenye, like you do this kinky things. Which style do you like? What? Charlie. And let me tell you one thing. Actually, the reason why I was like, let me try this guy. He was tall. He was brown. Alikuwa ni kama unacheki awa Arabu. Yes, he was Mwarabu. Actually, I thought ni mzungu. Ni venye amekaa akachapo na ijua. Kumbe kuku ya mtu, the father comes from UK, and then the mother is ni Mkikuyu. So you see that mixed thing. He looked so cute. He really looked so cute. And the fact of he really went to a point aka create time ati we meet. I was like, nishaangukia. Msemi nishaangukia. Wacha aanze sasa kuongea story na sex. I was like, oh, why did I not read this? Why did I not see this coming? he really talked about nasty things, which I'm not gonna talk about them here. And anyway, wacha ni mhag. Sasa ile ya kusema, like, I pushed him to a point that I'm like, I'm gonna be late. I have to prepare dinner. And someone is coming over, my family, one of my cousins coming over. Like, I had to create something just to kumwambia, okay, this time I'm done with you. Wacha ni mhag. Kumhag. Oh, he was so hard. He just wanted me to touch his dick. Imagine. Ananiambia aje, because it seems like this setup is not good. We cannot have even a quickie. Wefanya aje, you just touch me until I calm down, and then I can be able to walk it to my car. I'm like, how dare you? And that time, imagine hakukuwa na any kid alikuwa kwa garden, hakukuwa na any person alikuwa kwa garden. It was only us. Adi ananivuta, ananiambia, boy, ufanya aje, you just breathe in. Do you know, I had to stand up to go somewhere like 3 steps or 5 steps far from him, and then I'm like directing him. You see, ukiwa kwa panic attack, you instruct someone, breathe in and out, breathe in, you're gonna calm down. I had literally to do that, and he was, I know back in his mind, he was like, 𝐾𝐀𝐄𝐑 mshamba, this is a reserved girl, damn. I'm like, guy, just breathe in and out, breathe in and out, just relax, everything is gonna be okay. Hadi ananiambia, this thing is not gonna be okay until we get somewhere. If we're gonna do quickie or you touch it, that's when it's gonna calm down. This is not like a mindset up thing. Niko, my girls, again and again. That was my first and last meetup to a stranger. Me in a social anxiety, I cannot. And he really made me to feel like it's good that I have this social anxiety. Why? Because there is it makes me to avoid some of that situation. So to cut the story short, I made him come, like, not even, I didn't make him come. He just saw like this guy, hakuna place tunapelekana na yeye. You get? Like, hakuna place, hakuna kitu atanipe, we are not going to have quickie. She's not going to give me a hand job. So, aliona tu, hapa anapoteza, he's just wasting his time. And yeah, that's it. Nikamhagia mwisho, tukiwa hapo karibu na watchman. Hapo tu kwa security, hapo kwa gate. And then I've never heard from him and he has never heard from me. Like, mi kwanza ati tunamit nawe alafu uko zile za first ati unaanza kutalk about sex. Bro, so in this, please tell me, what exactly do you talk about on your first meet with a stranger? Definitely, because you haven't talked, because there are those who people don't like talking to people they don't know. They prefer first they meet and then now they can start talking. What exactly do you talk about on your first meet? And then, do you like on your first meet, you talk about sex? Because I just find it so weird. So, talking about social anxiety, we're going to talk about social anxiety because we have really talked about it on this podcast. So, what is social anxiety? It's a disorder and also called social phobia. Is a long-term and overwhelming fear of social situation. Okay? It's more than shyness. It's a fear that does not go away and affect everyday activity, self-confidence, relationships, and work or school life. Many people occasionally worry about social situation, but someone with social anxiety feels overly worried before, during, and after them. Oh, did I say I also have this thing of, if I go to a meeting and we have a party, as much as now my brother or my friend is there, so I will next, after that party, I'll be like, what did I say this? Why did I say this? And then I'm like, I wish I didn't say that. You get? So it's always affect you before, during, and after. So you may have social anxiety if worry about everyday activities such as meeting strangers, setting conversations, speaking on the phone, working or shopping. Avoid or worry a lot about social activities such as group conversation, eating with company, and parties. Always worry about doing something you think is embarrassing, such as blushing, sweating, or appearing incompetent. Find it difficult to do things when others are watching you. may feel like you are being watched and judged all the time. Exactly. These things affect a lot of people. Damn. Fear being criticized, or avoid eye contact, or have low self-esteem. About avoiding eye contact, if you get familiar, this is whereby I will be so weird to you at the first time, but when we get to know each other, man, I'm such a good vibe. And often have symptoms like feeling sick, sweating, trembling, or pounding heart, the palpitation, and have panic attacks where you have an overwhelming sense of fear, anxiety, usually only for a few minutes ago. As I said before, I went to talk to that person, I had that thing. I was feeling like I'm gonna have a panic attack. Things you can try to overcome social anxiety. Self-help can help reduce social anxiety, and you might find it useful first step before trying other treatments. Okay, so try to understand more about your anxiety. Like for me, I know I don't have like general anxiety, only have social anxiety, where when I go to meet someone, or when I go to somewhere unfamiliar, or when I'm going to meet with some people I really don't know, that's when I'm going to get the social anxiety. Try some relaxation techniques such as breathing exercise for stress. I recommend that. That really, really, really helps. And if you're in a certain place where you kind of feel like you're more of thinking of what is happening, try to put on some music, utter music when it calms someone's nerves. Okay, break down challenging situations in smaller parts and work on feeling more relaxed with each part. Try to focus on what people are saying rather than just assuming the worst. Okay, so if this thing, like if you can't be, because there are some situation where you find your social anxiety, you cannot even personally like treat it, so you have to seek for help. Yeah, my social anxiety, I can be able to do it. I can be able to handle it because I'm aware about it. So if you feel like you cannot be able to certainly help yourself, you can, there's some treatment on it. There is a cognitive behavior therapy, guided self-help. That is if you cannot do it on your own. Again, there is some antidepressant medication. The medication is always prescribed when doctors have evaluated you. So the supporting groups also helps. And do you know even children get social anxiety? So don't find like a kid avoiding to go somewhere because maybe he's rude or she's rude or she just keeps for themselves. They might be having social anxiety. So just evaluate, observe the kid, and you will know about it. So if you have any issue about social anxiety, you can go check it, you can Google it, or if it's something that is really bothering you, you can also go to a psychiatric or a psychologist. Maybe he or she may tell you the way forward. Okay, that was my time. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I always say I like sharing my flashbacks. I always try to not extend or overextend my flashbacks, so that I don't want the podcast to be this long. So thank you so much for listening to this podcast. And if you are listening at the Apple Podcast or Spotify podcast, please download, share, and it will really, really help me. For those who are listening through YouTube, like, subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, thank you so much for the support. Share and also turn on the notification bell so that when I post, you will always get the notification. Thank you so much. You have been spending time with Cecil Carson, and I'm out.